Super annoying. Let me tell you something. I have zero patience for that nonsense. I'm so sorry. Literally out of nowhere, Facebook just shut off. That's fun. All right, so let me jump right into what happened last night, okay? Last night is typically cooking in cast iron, and I know a lot of you were waiting for cooking in cast iron. I just want to tell you what happened. I had something happen yesterday, and I started crying. One of those cries where it is literally like the most cleansing, cathartic, but sad cry where like your eyes are swollen and you can't get past it. And I just couldn't do cooking in cast iron. I was like, I couldn't do it. So I apologize. I wanted to do it, but I could not do it. Let me tell you why I cried, okay? Hear me out. Some of you may have remembered I was supposed to go to New Jersey this morning. As you can tell by my lovely backdrop, I am not in New Jersey. I am in Alabama. So yesterday I get really like, listen to this, because this is like, was really transforming for me. Yes, ugly cry, Melissa Krabs. Ugly cry. Okay. So, yesterday I get a message from the team in New Jersey saying, would you mind if we rescheduled your trip? We just have so much going on and we won't be able to spend the kind of time with you that we want to spend with you. Would you mind if we rescheduled it? I'm thinking, gosh, it's literally the night before I'm supposed to leave. But yeah, that's fine. I'll just be with my kids and I'll get them ready for spring break and it'll be great. And then I start thinking about Stu and my dad, and I start thinking maybe he's had a change of heart. Maybe, having me show up in his life is more than he bargained for, right? Maybe he thought he wanted me around, but really he doesn't. So I waited a little while and I sent him a message and I said, hey, listen, on the off chance that you've had a change of heart, you don't want me around or you don't want to work together or whatever it is, you can just tell me. I'm a big girl, because I know that I popped up into your life like literally out of nowhere. And then I hit send and I sat and waited. And when you send messages and you just wait almost for like someone to break your heart, like you're just waiting for your heart to break. That was me. I was just literally waiting, right? Vicky, don't overanalyze. Listen, people overanalyze all the time. And when your emotions are caught up in it, it's so hard. Anyway, I'm really quick. I'll recap for people who are saying the video was frozen. I was supposed to go to New Jersey to see Stu and the team and whatever. And they sent me a message last night asking if we could reschedule sort of last minute because they have a million things going on and they weren't going to be able to give me the time that I would need to talk about the things, that we wanted to talk about. Anyway, that's not important. Here's what's important. So I am sitting there and I start thinking, right? They're probably rescheduling because he probably does not want me all up in his life, right? Like, So I'm sitting in the car after I send him the message, and the message says one more time, the message says, hey, you know, on the off chance that you've changed your mind about having me in your life or working together or whatever it is, you know, you can tell me, because I know I just came into your life out of nowhere. And then I waited and waited and waited. 5 minutes goes by. And in those 5 minutes, I've literally convinced myself that, like, he's trying to offload me on some side street, right? So 5 minutes later, my phone rings and it's him. And he says, I didn't want to text you back. I wanted to call you. Listen to me. There is no turning back for you and I. I am so happy that you are in my life, Jamie. You can't get rid of me. And as much as you love having me around, that is how much I love having you around. And I said to him, okay, well, I was trying to, like, stay cool. I'm like, okay, yeah, I just, you know, I didn't know. And I know I kind of came into your life out of nowhere. And then I said, you know, I was afraid that maybe you were like, oh, what am I supposed to do with my dead friend's kid? And he was like, oh my God, I can't believe you thought that. I can't stop thanking God for you. I am so happy you are in my life. I would never have that thought. And I am so sorry that you thought that, even for 1 minute. Anyway, long story short, I ended up hanging up the phone and crying the most cleansing tears, because what I realized is I really do have daddy issues. I didn't think I did. I thought that I had, you know, sadness that my dad died, and I was angry when I was young, and I sorted through it and all of those things. And then I had, like, normal, my dad died and that's sad kind of issues. But what I realized is, no, I was not adopted. This is one of my dad's best friends and business partners from when he was young, when he was alive. Although sometimes when I look at my siblings, I pray I was adopted, but I wasn't. What I realized is that I have daddy issues. That before Stu, I was walking around with this void. That even though I was sad and I was grown and I had made peace with the fact that my dad had died, and I understand that death is part of life, and I've made it beautiful and created my own narrative around it. The truth is that once Stu came into my life and I had him, I realized he fulfilled a part of me that I didn't even realize was empty. So when I thought he didn't want me, it momentarily destroyed me. And that is a very scary, vulnerable place to be. It is a terrifying place to be when you realize that you have a void that somebody finally comes and fills. And yes, he validated me and all of that, but for me it was like, wow, Jamie, you really do have daddy issues. Like, you're the chick with daddy issues. You are. And I called my sister Meredith and I said, I think I have daddy issues. And she was like, how could you not, Jamie? You were 17 years old when he died. And I'm like, I still get so angry, like, about it. I get so angry. I feel so robbed and emotionally vacant in places of my life. And honestly, the truth is this. When you look at a big picture, you go, dude, your dad died. It's not that big of a deal. It's not your kid. Thank God. You know, you still have your mom. Like, is it really that bad that your dad died? And I got to tell you, the answer is yes. It is really that bad. It is really that bad. It is. You don't realize how significant a father is. Like, I didn't. I did not realize how significant a father is. I don't know if it's because I felt like I didn't have one long enough, or because I had hardened myself to it. Like, my dad died, like, I'm fine. You know, I did great. Yeah, look at me. I did great. I came back into this man's life a month ago, and I'm already like crying my eyeballs out because I thought he didn't want me. Yeah, great daddy issues. Great daddy issues. So there I was, crying about my daddy issues, and I'm like, you know, I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't even know what this coffee talk is about, as much as it's like just a conversation. But like, it's hard. It's hard to admit that you have daddy issues. It's hard to admit that you feel slighted. It's hard to admit that you have voids that you want other people to fill. It's like hard. It's hard to admit that something happened in your life that you have no control over, and you're angry. You are angry about it. And I am angry, and I feel robbed, and I'm tired of feeling angry. I'm 40 fucking years old, and I'm still angry that he died. It's like, when will I get over it? I don't know. I want to be over it. I want to be over it. I feel like what's her name in Steel Magnolias? I'm angry that other people's dads can laugh all the way to Texas if they want to, and mine can't. I'm angry. And I'm angry that I have just like issues about it. Anyway, I don't really know what this was about. So it was really just about you guys listening to me cry. So I appreciate you. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. But to anybody else who lost a parent or lost anybody and gets angry when they think about it, just know you're not alone. I'm angry too. And if you have a void, and if you feel emotionally vacant, yes, oh my God, who just said that? Kimberly Chappell. Yesterday, part of those tears I was crying, the reason they were cleansing is because I realized he loved me, that Stu loved me and wanted me as much as I loved him and wanted him, and that was amazing. Some of those tears were happy tears. Some of them were not. All right, anyway, I'm going to go make my kids a smoothie and like try to pull it together here because I'm like, and then I'm going to do some fun stuff for you guys later because coffee talk is not always supposed to be tears. But I needed you this morning and you guys showed up. And I love you for that. And I thank you. And anybody who is feeling an emotional void, no, you are not alone. I am feeling it too. And it's making my armpits sweat. I love you guys so much today. Have a great day.